So Bunkers 101 would tell you to think about a dollar bill. Okay, you've probably seen that before. Because what you want is an open face. When we talk about greenside bunkers, we want an open face relative to the ball position. And all it did when we talk about open face, this is going to look a lot more open than your clubs because this is my 64. This I know that's a lob where it's 64 degrees. So yeah, you can send that one straight up in the air. So you want that face to be open. Yours may be like here when it looks open. So you want the release, and again, this is going to sound very familiar, right? So you want that release to have a build using the wrist. This is all the same, okay? It's nothing different. The only thing that I'm going to do at the bottom that's different is throw the sand, hence hitting behind it. It's kind of a science. It's a laboratory thing. Depending on the denseness of the sand, if it's like the ones out there, then you don't want to hit behind it. You want to kind of clip it like right at the base when it's that kind of gravel sand. But you can still bottom out or slap the club down and then throw the sand out. Okay. So if I can throw the sand out of the bunker, then I know I can get the ball to go out because the sand is taking the ball. Does that make sense? So these are the mistakes that we make here. You see?
Sounds like me.
So it's just that helping thing that we do, right? Because we step up, we have everything set, and then we get to the position of the ball, and then we just do that, right? Because the same thing, this sand shots and kind of the shots out of the rough reveal a weakness in the swing, right? If you have a weakness, it'll coming out of the rough or coming out of a bunker, because you need in slow-mo to go here, slap down, see those wrists? I want to feel like I'm slapping and holding, do that, slapping, and then sliding through. Make sense? So slow-mo, be here, boom, then sliding, and this is what you would see, and then it's out of the bunker. So that same discipline that we talked about with the timing of release, with the hold, with really knowing where that club face is, yeah, slap in or hinge and then slap the bottom of the club down. And then you keep it there, and you're going to end up seeing the face all the way through. And as you practice, it's just literally that. If I do this, come down, slide, this is what I should have. Okay. The first step is that. The second piece, what we're going to do is just try to borrow some of their sand and then throw the sand out of the bunker. When you're on some greens, you notice there's like a sand pattern from the bunkers. That's the sign of a good bunker shot, because it's going to spray that sand out toward your target. So that face has to be together. See that here? Throwing that sand to the target. The wrists are dead. They're just here as you release. You know, In the laboratory, there's also other movements that you would get as you get accustomed to this piece, because you have to both fire and bring it up. Okay, so the two basic moves that we talked about with the full swing, this is more like that pitch shot we talked about. So here, right, just I really feel like if I'm in the bunker, I feel like I just want to kind of hinge kind of right away, like to the side. See that? I want to feel like I'm slapping that club. Yeah, just kind of slapping, building the angle, remember angles, and then slapping. I really want to feel that slap. You can hear that slap. Just slapping the bottom of the club down. Hear that? So let's see if this works out after all that talking. Remember, dense sand, so I'm gonna see if this works out. Usually when I'm over here, my degree of accuracy out of this one isn't as good as it is on the course. But I'm going to really slap this time, see if I can work that out. So I just want to slap like right there, right behind it, and then slide it through and continue that movement. Make sense? So acceleration and then follow through. Let's see what this does. So here, thinking about the slap, back, and then perfect. Okay, perfect. So you just see how that was achieved? So here, and there was a lot of speed there, right? You would think, man, this is going to go flying all the way down the range because of that speed that I generated right here. Okay. But that speed is just to put spin on the ball. So as you saw it come out, hit, there, checks up. It's spinning backward. So it's the same thing we were talking about with chipping. If we come into the ball correctly, the ball position, boom, you see how the sand is sliding up the face. So this is a good kind of overview, little aid visual of what the ball does, because the sand is sliding up the grooves, creating spin, backspin. The more speed in the laboratory that you get comfortable with, the more speed you get here and through, because you notice I didn't do the driving movement. Remember that the one that goes too far like this wasn't like that, right? It's just staying in put here, slap, and you just get the speed on it. So we really got to temper those wrists. This is where it all happens, or this is where it all shows, right here.